Did you say that on stream?
Nope, I started the stream after I said it. I'm not an idiot.
Now that the stream started.
Like I said,
my kids.
I went to go to a job interview in Cali. It was for fucking Subway. I went to Subway. This guy's wearing like a silk fucking like Malibu shirt with like gold watch, bracelets, got a fucking gold necklace, and he went in for the interview. I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? And literally the first week I was in Idaho, I found a job like that, dude. It was like nothing. So I was like, I'm staying here.
Yeah, I would not be able to handle that.
What?
I want to get out of New York, but...
Like, I don't know, like, New York's fine so far. I just noticed, like, some of the shit's kind of shitty because where I live in Idaho, I'll just go to Washington and get free, and then get legal weed and come back.
Right.
Over here, it's like, oh yeah, weed's legal, but we don't sell it nowhere. Like,
I can't remember. There's like a loophole to where it's like legal, but technically not.
You have to have a medical card.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's something else that's really bizarre. I know if you get a medical card, you automatically forfeit your Second Amendment because they view it as unfit to own a firearm.
Dude, I own a gun too.
So ridiculous.
Dude, as soon as I moved to Idaho, I was like, you know what? Since it's legal here, I'm buying guns. I went and got myself a fucking pistol. I was like, anyone come in this fucking house and get fucked up. Like, dude, you know how many times I woke up in the middle and I was like, what the fuck was that? I'm over here, like, going to the hallway in my boxers. I'm like... I was like, who the fuck's out here, dog? You ready to get blasted? Who the fuck is out here? I can't
got a couple rifles, but it's such a pain in the ass to get your handgun permit here. Like, you have to have, like, 5 references. One of them has to have their permit or something like that.
That's insane.
It's ridiculous.
Dude, over in Idaho, it's straight up like, do you have a clean record? You ever got arrested for anything, like, violent? Oh, like, seriously, because I was working at a pawn shop for 4 years, and I straight up would be doing the paperwork for selling people guns, and it would be like seconds, dude. Seconds. Oh, approved. Okay, here you go. Taking the gun home the same fucking day that they go to buy it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the only thing that was fishy is when black people went to go fucking buy the guns. Then they'll be like, oh, hold on, delay. Let's see this out. And then hours later, you still take the fucking gun home the same day. So when it came to me, because you know me, I don't have any records. I've never been arrested. I always got away with everything I fucking did. I got the gun the same fucking day. And left. I was like, sweet.
Oh, with me, like, even when I was getting a rifle.
Oh, you think I get one of those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dog, I didn't even smoke cigarettes in so long. I quit like a long time ago.
I've been trying to quit for a while.
But I've been taking shots all night, so... Like, as soon as you call me, as soon as you text me, you're like, hey, you still want a Chang? I was like... That's it.
What is this shit?
So I saw some of these...
Gobbler fucking smuckers.
So I saw some of these videos. I never played a Persona game before, but I've seen plenty of videos on them. You're in a thing right now? Because this is Persona 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to go into each of those, like, dungeons and try to, like, stop the dude who has, like, these weird emotions or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That he's projecting. I think I remember that's what it was.
Yeah, basically. Like, they're called, like, palaces, which are pretty much dungeons. Whatever. And right now we're in, like, pretty much a made-up world of the PE teacher, the volleyball coach.
Oh,
and this
yeah.
guy is just, like, beating his kids.
Yeah, you know what? I do remember this because I do remember the PE teacher was one of those ones I saw on the play. You have to realize I would be sitting here watching like YouTube playthroughs of all this shit, you know?
Yeah, I've owned this game forever and I still haven't beaten it yet. Because it's so fucking long. I'll play it for a while and then get distracted and start playing something else.
No, I understand. That's how these fucking Japanese RPGs are, dude. They have so much shit going on that you forget it. Because, dude, I had Near Automata for like the longest fucking time before I actually beat it. It's the first time. That game you have to beat multiple times to get the true ending.
Jesus. It's like, kind of reminds me of Undertale. I've played that a bunch of times. Well, Undertale is like a 2-hour game or so. I think it's longer than that if you don't kill anyone, but if you like kill everyone, it's like 1 hour.
Oh, like
the final boss is
get to like the genocide ending or whatever the fuck.
ridiculously hard when you're fighting Sans.
Yeah, because it's the genocide ending. Yeah, I remember that. When you're just killing everybody that you come across and shit like that, yeah. That game was fun. I tried to play it on Game Pass when it came on Xbox. The only reason I have Xbox is because my wife fucking had Xbox before I met her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got stuck with it.
It's usually how it goes.
Dude, I hate to say PlayStation had like way more better games than fucking Xbox did.
I know, when you argue with
Oh, so you have to sneak up on them and you get the upper hand?
Yeah, I can't remember how to run. Oh shit. I'm forgetting everything. There we go.
This feels really nice, even though I quit smoking cigarettes a long time ago. These are better than the regular shits, that's for sure.
Yeah, they got pretty bad. It's definitely worth the extra $1.
How much is cigarettes here now? Like $10?
Ridiculous. I think it's like 12 and some change for
Are
the
you
pack.
fucking serious?
Yeah.
Remember when me and you used to go to that fucking corner store next to my house where I lived down here?
Yep.
And it would be like they wouldn't even ID you or nothing. We would be buying Camel Wide menthols. We're such idiots.
What's that? The D&M's? Was that it?
D&M's? I'm trying to think, dog.
It's one we passed. Go down this road and then you take a right.
No, it was this way. It was down here more. Because it was
what was it? It was run by an Indian guy.
It was literally across the street from that fucking gas station right there. And it was like in the neighborhood. Because remember where I live? Remember? Dude, we went to my house that one day and they called the fucking cops. Because my aunt thought someone was breaking into the house. Remember we came there, we were about to smoke a bowl. And we were like, is that cob lights? And we went downstairs and my aunt had called the fucking cops on us because she didn't know who the fuck was here. Like... That was when I still had that fucking Grateful Dead pipe that I think I might have gave to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that had like it was like a black pipe with a fucking teddy bear on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of the shit that I would smoke with, I would just give to you because I'm like, Steve would take better care of this than fucking Kyle would. Like, Kyle's probably gonna break this shit.
I know, he would smoke, forget it's in his lap, and then stand up. Him and B would always do that. He would be like, oh man.
Oh, dude, fucking lately, it was funny because we went to this wedding for my cousin Jeremy, and fucking Kyle was there. He went to the wedding in like these cut off fucking jeans. He was wearing cut off jean shorts where it was just super short, and literally the whole wedding, everyone was like, "Did you see fucking Kyle?" Like. Kyle's just still the same. Has to stand out no matter what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. I haven't seen him in fucking years, too.
So, like, you and Kyle and Tran stopped hanging out?
Yeah. Tran moved. I don't know. Last thing I knew, he went to California, and then he was in Vietnam, and God knows where he's at now.
Nah, dog. I met up with Tran.
He's still around?
Yeah, no. Years ago, like, after I left, and he moved to California, me and him went to the same fucking rave massive. And I met up with him there, and I was like, Tran, is that you? He was like, yeah, dog. We fucking hung out the whole time. We're all getting fucked up. And I was like, dog, what the fuck? Because we were talking on Facebook. And I was like, dude, I'm going to this massive. And he was like, you're going to that? I'm going to that. I was like, dog, what the fuck? Let's meet
You
up.
randomly ran into him?
Yeah, I ran into him because we were supposed to meet up. But once we got to the site, signal was so weak, we couldn't fucking find anybody. You couldn't text anybody, you couldn't call anybody. So I ended up running into him at one of the fucking spots I was at, and I was like, oh shit, it's Tran! Yeah, dude, we got fucked up that day. That was awesome.
That guy's probably still crazy.
Nah, dude, I still can't understand what the fuck he's saying. Remember when he would call me and I'd be like, put Kyle on the phone. I'd be like, why the fuck do you have Tran calling me? I don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
I still couldn't do it. You get so mad because I'd be like, what? What? And you just stop talking to you after a while. What the hell? What the fuck? That's not cool.
Run away.
Oh, I wonder how long I can... Oh shit, they're everywhere. Fuck. Safe room.
So is that what they do in this game? You can just run into people, but you can run past them if you want to and not fight them? That's pretty cool, though.
I'm not sure. I don't know. He's probably still there.
Yeah, he is still. No,
nope.
He's gone.
Okay. That was bullshit, though. Just put a guy there. Looking at me.
Isn't it like weird with these Japanese games with like the enemies they got and shit? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to think what game I was playing that was a Japanese one, and I like was just running. Oh, yeah, it was the Yakuza shit, dude. They have like just weird enemies in that game. There's literally an enemy in that game that pops out of a bag of trash, and he looks like a fucking Kapu. You know what I'm talking about? Like the fucking like reptile thing. He looks like that, but he's a fucking dude who lives in a garbage bag. It's like, what?
So random. I thought that game was supposed to be like so much serious.
No. Like a Dragon is totally different from the other ones. That's why if you're gonna play a Yakuza game, play Like a Dragon, because it's totally different. It's like this fucking game right here where you just take turns doing shit. You know what I mean? And it's not even taking itself seriously. It's like the fucking most craziest game you ever play.
That's badass. What is it for?
It's for all the systems. It should definitely be for PS4 because most of the Yakuza games are for PS4.
Mm-hmm.
But they started platforming them to Xbox. So they would like, you know what I mean? Take the game they made from PlayStation, move it to Xbox.
Right.
So it was a good game. I liked it. It seems like the best ones are Japanese games, but the problem is with these Japanese games, yeah, there's so many hidden shit. You have like so many hours to put into this fucking game.
That's why I figured like I'll play it for stream just to force me to keep playing it.
Shit.
So I was thinking about playing Xenoblade too, but I was like, nah, I gotta finish this.
Which Xenoblade?
Definitive Edition.
Okay, so like the first one, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have those ones for Wii U. And the one that I liked playing all the time was Xenoblade Chronicles X. Because that's the one you could make your own character. You do like this whole story mode, and it was online at the time. So you could play with your friends and shit like that. Because it was like, the style they were going for that game was like MMO. Mm-hmm. I think they shut down the servers now, so it's shitty now. But it was a pretty good game when the Wii U was still out.
I've been getting into Rust lately. The game is fucking ridiculous.
Rust is hilarious. I've seen a lot of people play that shit online on YouTube, and I watched like this, I can't think what his name was, that I will watch, but he would set up like this shit where he has a store, and if someone comes in trying to pull some bullshit, they die instantly in the fucking thing.
Oh, I think I've seen that one where he set up like a therapy.
Yeah, a therapy session, yeah. That's a good game.
It's like lobotomy, and he just pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I played it. Like, I played it, like, back in, like, 2018, and I, like, started getting back into it again. Because that game is, like, impossible to play by yourself. You just wake up naked with a rock.
Yeah.
And then some guy sneaks behind you and just beats you with a rock. And
and even when you're offline, your character's sleeping in their bed, so you see people come up and kill your character while he's sleeping with a rock, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, they just broke into my base and killed me and fucking took all my shit.
I know, you'll just wake up, get online one day, and it's like, oh, you died by rock. It's just, how the fuck did they get in here with just a rock? And then you walk around and you see some guys just fucking breaking down the window with rocks. It's just fucking assholes.
Yeah, dude. That's why, like, I don't think I could play Rust. I feel like Rust is, like, one of those games you need to be on, like, every day.
Mm.
To make sure your shit's good, and you have to have a pretty big clan to make sure no one's fucking with your shit when you're gone.
Yeah. And that's what we did for a while. Is we had like different people that worked different schedules, so we had basically like a night shift and like a daytime shift.
Now, let's carry out our plan.
But then everyone just kind of quit playing, so it's just me and this other dude that I used to play with that just got back into it.
It's one of those things, dude. You have to have a committed fucking clan to sit here and play that game all the time.
Yeah, it's like WoW, to where it just consumes you.
Dude, I played WoW. I could not get into it for anything, dog. I got more into Star Wars KOTOR. I was playing that shit, but like the graphics are so weird on that fucking game.
I heard it was good though.
It's a good game. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Your cover, press X to hide behind it. Yeah, there's another hiding spot. You can press X to jump there instantly.
And then you could ambush them when they turn their back, yeah.
Okay.
It's like pretty like awesome shit.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, so then you can get extra damage. You can get like the first turn, I think. Ooh, you killed him. Oh wait, no. You probably already did damage to him already.
Weak.
Yeah, they're weak against everything. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome, I guess.
Who are you?
Probably makes the turns faster, that's for sure. So it's kind of the same thing with turn-based, but then you get like multiple attacks in one turn.
Yeah, I think if you like, basically if you kill him for a shot, you get like a second chance to like attack someone else.
Interesting.
But like, this guy's weak with lightning. Hopefully I don't kill him. Oh, yep, I
Yeah,
killed
you
him.
killed him.
Because if you like get him like stunned, basically, you can go up and like, what is it called? You can negotiate with him. You're
Oh,
like,
and then
okay,
you
give
can
me your shit, or you can actually get him as a persona.
Awesome.
And
Because I remember Personas, like, you were able to, like, equip demons that you kill. Is that what they do in this one? Or is that the Shin Megami Tensei that you're able to, like, have the demons on your side? I think that's Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah. I mean, you can get him on your side, but like you have to like pretty much sacrifice your persona, basically.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, what we got? I can just dies.
Nice work, team.
What's the point of having that as an option? Like, how do you get personas if you just kill them all?
Right. Is there any beer in there or no?
I'm just hoping.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if there's anything inside. This thing is loaded with beer. Gatorade. Free Sun.
Yeah, no beer.
Smuckers. Look at this watermelon, that's probably all the shit. The water is tainted red, so I imagine it's... Any more beer in there? Any more beer anywhere?
House. Warm and on the floor. Literally.
I'll take it.
3 different kinds, too. Well, there was a bunch of beer in here, so instead of, like, doing anything with it, we put it all on a towel in here because we needed it empty because we took it to Darien Lake on Saturday, filled with things that weren't beer because we were going to Darien Lake with the family. And so we put a bunch of beer on this towel, and me and Mike Santino actually walked it inside and put it on the kitchen floor, and that's where it's at for about a week now, just a bunch of different beers. So yes, you can go grab warm beer if you'd like. I think there's ice. Is that what they call
Yeah, ice.
ice? In the it's above there. Now ours is on the other half of the fridge. What's that thing called? Freezer. Yep, that's it.
Razor?
Freezer. Ice in the freezer. Can you imagine that? Shit's gotten crazy.
Actually, never had beer with ice in it, but we'll do it. You want one?
Sure, yeah.
This world is going places, man. They have ice inside their own house.
Anyone want to play?
No one wants to play, Steve. Eat shit and die, whatever, dude.
I'm just going to set this right here.
Good,
Anyone want to
glad,
grab?
great. I just set up my laptop. I gotta send a file or two to my boss.
Man.
Yeah, I gotta send a file to my boss. Take a look at a few things, kill myself, whatever. We'll see what happens tonight.
Well, isn't that how it usually is when you're in the 30s at this point?
Hey, whoa, dude, I'm 29, bro. Okay?
It's coming up.
No, don't
Okay,
you?
I already
no.
turned 30 and it was coming up already.
Not if I kill myself first, thank you. You can't make me be 30. You
You can't make me 30. I'm out of here.
You're like, that's just it.
Check it out.
Hey, I Had fun, guys. It was good. They're like, what, are you depressed? I'm like, nah, dude, I'm actually pretty happy. Life's going great. I'm just not going to be 30.
I'm not gonna be 30 at that.
Like, that's, you know.
Do you know what sucks about being 30? Like, I'll be walking around and my knees pop, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm not 30 yet, but let me fucking tell you. You'll know exactly what I mean, too, because it wasn't too far off. It's just, one day from at 24 years old, you're like partying, you're fucking drinking, you only get an hour's sleep getting up for your shift anyway, you're having a great time. And the day after your 25th birthday, you're like, oh dude, my back hurts. Like, what is going on here? No, seriously, dude, that's fucking blows the whole time about turning 30. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I want to die at this point. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's just like, I thought things were supposed to get better as you got older.
No.
No. And we all thought, this thing, when we're young, too, we all wanted to be older, too. We're like, yeah, I can't wait till I can do what I want, because I'll be making my own money, and then I'll have all this freedom. And as we're, eating Cheetos, playing video games, we'll have all this freedom. And it's just now that I, am an adult with a mortgage, I'm like, can I go back to eating Cheetos and playing video games?
Like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, this sucks, dude.
Who the fuck said this was awesome? Like,
you notice it was only the older kids that were already 2-3 years older than us, so they had way harder homework already. Their parents were already giving them all the crazy chores. They're like, yeah, it's so cool to be this age. They're like, dude, I'm gonna be that old. It's only older people that will sit there and tell you, and then you got your friends, you're 18 and they're 21, be like, yeah, dude, just go to the bar, man, it's amazing. And then I started going to bars, and I turned 21, and I was like, dude, I miss my fucking parties that I used to have.
no, dude, I didn't even enjoy that shit when I had to go to fucking bars at 21. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, what the fuck is this? I gotta pay all this money for fucking drinks.
Uh-huh.
When it was provided for the party. What is this?
It was, it is just, the whole thing about it is just all fucking nonsense. And me, I enjoy the social aspect of going to the bar, sometimes, rarely, never like I used to. But, I think I forced myself to, like it when I was 21, 22, 23, and then after that it started becoming why am I wasting hundreds of fucking dollars a weekend for beer that I could buy a 30 rack? But getting, coming to that realization, it was just going to the bar every other day, and I was like, yeah, this is fun, so fun. People I hate all the time who I have to kind of be half sociable to, and then they say these really nonsense fucking things, and I go, oh yeah, no, yeah, me too, bro. And then I'm like, oh, fucking idiot. All the fucking time. Yeah,
no, I can only imagine how that is here, because you just have to see the same fucking people all the time.
It's, not good. It's not horrible.
Here we go, boy.
It's not horrible.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Warm, baby.
Oh, they're actually cold.
They're actually all cold.
Listen, listen, you guys, what did you go get the beers from the back fridge?
Well, all the beers were back there.
Except for, wait, all of the beers were back there?
Yeah, there was some that didn't make it to the fridge because the fridge is full.
Whatever, dude.
He didn't even remember they're all back there. He got all too fucked up. He's like, oh shit.
Whatever. That doesn't sound like that's real, but whatever. I only live here or something.
Well,
I also have been gone all day. That's true. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've actually seen them on the floor where they were for a week. Since I got home at 6 o'clock, 6:30, more like it. So maybe they were put away, and I just didn't realize they weren't there because they've been there for an entire week. Anything can happen if you just fucking do enough cocaine, whatever. What? Cracking hookers, baby. Don't put that there.
is that what you and Vern do?
Cracking hookers.
Cracking hookers.
Well, I do.
Okay, crack and hookers isn't good, but cocaine and hookers is good.
Whoa, hey, listen, don't judge me. Come on.
Don't judge me,
Crack's
okay?
way cheaper.
It is cheaper.
It's way cheaper.
And I'm up for days afterwards.
Well, I was about to say, it might only last 15 minutes at a time, but you got a lot to go through. Woo!
It feels like 15 minutes, been like 15 hours.
Oh my god. You know what? Crack's something I've never done. And that not even being coy for the stream. I'll admit that in the past I've done things and such. Actually, you know what? Specifically, maybe I don't want to actually admit out loud the words of things that I have done on something that's forever. like the internet. But, you know, I'm only a human. I'll admit I might have done things ambiguously. Like, it might not be a good, like, you know, like 10 years from now, like maybe, I don't know, maybe life will take me to a really important position and I'm in some kind of interview and they're like, yeah, this stream your competitor brought to my attention, what was this? You used to do what? I'm like, that's not me.
It shows up years after you already became super famous and it's like, oh, dude, Alex said the N-word like fucking 7 years ago.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Go back to his 20th video.
Only in front of my white friends do I say that word. Okay?
I gotta fit in somehow. What the fuck is this?
I mean, that's it too, okay? That's it.
Oh, man.
Who did I have that conversation with recently? So, one of Tiff and I's really good friends, Anthony,
Yeah.
he's black. And
Why'd you have to say it like he's a black?
and so we're sitting and we're having a drink. And, you know, I don't know how it got brought up, because we're not a little party. Like, it was the night of the cookout. You were here, too, with Nick trying to explain to Ant that, no, it wasn't that night. Sorry, it was not. It was the weekend before. And we're sitting there talking, and, you know, me personally, man, things I really shouldn't have been on stream. Hit the mute button real quick.
We're not saying anything
Is it
bad.
flashing?
No.
They were nothing. Shadow, what do you want to do, Joker? You show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike. Go!
Let's see.
Sorry, I gotta take a piss. What the fuck?
Well, do you want to go outside or inside?
It doesn't matter to me.
Go outside. Walk around the pool, and in between the grill and the edge of the deck, pee where it's not wood.
Okay.
In between the fence.
If I start pissing out there, is your wife gonna come outside
No,
and be like,
she's upstairs, and even if she does, just say, I'm not here to BBC.
I would lose my shit. What's up, Aunt?
That's fun.
What is your
Fire
weakness?
skills.
Fire.
What is your weakness? Love.
Love.
Big John style. That's
Can't
it.
take
Big John
gunfire.
style.
Lock and load.
Okay. What's the skull? What's that? Poison?
Still is curse.
Curse. Sounds about right.
You're cursed.
Beat the heck out of you. Attack. Oh, that wasn't a weakness. Okay. And you.
What makes this game again? Persona? Or Atlas? Oh, it's
Atlas, yep.
That was just a taste of my past.
One more.
Alright. Steve, I want you to not suck. That's it. Pro Gamer 10.
pro gamer?
Thanks.
Finish
Oh shit.
So how long did it take you guys to set this whole thing up?
Not too long. What specifically? What part? Like just
No, I was just saying like your whole streaming setup. How long did that take it?
really, it seems a lot more complicated than it totally is, but it's just a capture card in the computer,
Mhm.
and we're not even really utilizing all of the, we're utilizing that audio mixer
Uh-huh.
because the only thing going in it is the audio from the game to the computer,
Uh-huh.
because we need two dynamic mics, and then we'll be utilizing the audio mixer. So really, I don't even need that there at all. I'm just using it because, I own it, so why not? Because you could just take the HDMI audio straight from the PS4, put it into the capture card.
That's crazy because I remember when I tried streaming just for fun one time, that shit was choppy as a motherfucker. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So like, yeah, that must that's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, and like I said, it does seem like it because of that audio mixer, but without that there, it was almost the exact same setup because the USB mic is connected right into the computer. The software we're using is just OBS, but the capture card I have is the Elgato capture card, which Elgato is like the big name in capture,
Yeah.
and they make other great products as well. So the only high-end thing really is the Elgato card, which, it wasn't cheap, but depending on what your budget is, $250 is what I think it cost when it was brand new. So
Yeah,
Because I
that's
seen you
about
guys a
right.
couple of times when I was on Facebook, but how long you guys have been actually like streaming?
Foos Gaming 2016, but I didn't play until I moved back.
right, because we.
2017, I
And
think.
even then, Foos Gaming wasn't really streaming back then either. It was
Oh,
just
yeah.
doing a bunch of Let's Plays. It was Jeff and I, Jeff Klein, that Aryan brother,
Yeah.
fucking blonde hair, blue eyes. Did you tell Julian about making fun of Kellis?
Oh, yeah.
Because he only
Kellis,
dates women from the Aryan Brotherhood.
he's like very progressive, I
Like
guess, to put it
super
lightly.
progressive. Or like, like this super liberal progressive where like black people can't help themselves because they need white people kind of progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like It's like, bro, get a grasp of fucking reality. It's like you do realize that literally is also racism. Like to think that...
No, it is. It is.
To think a group of people need you.
No, that's pretty racist.
I just want to help them because, they're, I'm like, dude, bro, it's not...
It's not like we're in fucking Africa. We're in America, bro.
they're
I have the same opportunities. You know, the only difference is if I get pulled over by the cops, I say the wrong thing, I get fucking blasted. Like, I get like fucking shot the fuck up.
Stop it! Even that one is silly, okay? Listen.
No, it is silly. It is silly because every time I've been pulled over the cops, I just do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I don't get blasted for shit, dude. I'm not over here with a camera like, hey, what the fuck is this?
Oh, like, you know what? And you know what? The funny thing about it is actually, after the police were required to wear body cams, the amount of aggressions toward the police from any race had lowered. It's because before people were actually having their interactions recorded, they would give sob stories and lie to the judges about them being fucking knobs.
Yeah.
And things got. But the reality is if you just do what you're told, 9 times out of 10, I think it was. And the only reason I looked these statistics up is just because I'm so sick of the narrative that's being put out there. And if you want to look for this entire conversation, I could go through. Okay, 2019, 16 black people died unjustified and unarmed to police.
Yeah.
And that's 16 too many. But that's not black people being hunted in the streets by cops.
No.
That's 16 too many. But we don't have a country. Just saying.
All I'm saying is there's some people that are with the cause, there are some people that do the exact opposite and make it way worse.
And and honestly, I could get behind some things if it was directed in proper directions. I mean, the reality of it is, if you want to see, because they say that the country is systemically racist, and I'm like, bro, if in fact your argument was that ever since Lyndon B. Johnson started the model city programs, which specifically targeted black mothers to kick black fathers out of the homes in inner cities, then I would, I would be like, you know what? That is part of a systemic racist policy that was meant to target black people. But they're like, no, welfare's great. It helps everybody, except it actually just kind of traps people.
It kind of does.
And it was specifically made in target. So many arguments. Listen, there's a million things that we could do to actually make this country better. But you got politicians who come out and say all these pretty words that don't actually have any results.
Well, I hate to say it, dog, because I've been like this. You know what I mean? But you have to know, like, I've been through racism and shit.
Sure.
For me personally, you're not gonna end fucking racism. That's something that's always gonna fucking be there.
Literally.
The thing that you can stop is these like motherfuckers sitting here speaking out, saying fucked up shit, and you guys being like, dog, shut the fuck up. Like, that kind of shit needs to become more, because people will just be silent and be like, oh yeah, that's right. You know what I mean? Like, you need to change that shit. Just be like, no.
Well, see, it's funny, because I listen to Larry Elder a lot, and he quotes my favorite statistic, and whether it's still true, because when I heard him say it was like 2016, so whether the number has changed significantly in 4 years. And my favorite quote that he says is, 8% of this country believes Elvis is still alive.
Yep.
Okay? And half of that believes if they write him a letter, he'll answer. You will never get rid of racism as a whole.
No, you won't.
But
you won't, because there's so much of that shit being taught in homes all the time.
But he says, does racism permeate our everyday lives to the point of holding people back? Not normally, no.
No.
Not normally, no. Are there incidents of racism happening right now? Literally, probably this very second? Yeah. Point me to them so I can help those instances. But don't just give me some fucking metaphysical idea of like some system that's keeping people down and not have any examples and not have any real examples of it.
Well, dog, if you want an example, I'm an example. Like, I've been around for 30 years, never been arrested, never got beaten by the cops, never been hurt. Like, okay, there's a couple times I've been harassed by cops for dumb shit. For dumb shit. But when they see everything's all good, I don't have a record, I'm not over here being arrested, I'm not a violent person, they let me go. Because there's no reason to sit here and hold me anymore. But when people start getting all fucking pissed off and over here trying to like fucking say shit about, that's when you know shit's about to go fucking down.
Yeah.
Cause you see it all the fucking time. Once they start saying shit they're not supposed to say, all of a sudden these motherfuckers are like pulling out their power. Getting on a power trip. Oh, who
Is
you
that
talking
right?
to like that?
No.
No.
Is that right? No. But at the same time, it's like,
You brought that on yourself. You're over here trying to fucking antagonize a person who has authority to do that type of shit to you. And you know damn well this motherfucker has a gun on him. And he could fucking lie to these people and be like, oh, he was getting out of hand. I had to put him down.
you know, I'll be honest with you. The one interaction, the one time I saw a cop put his hand on his gun and flex up like he was about to pull it on me, I nearly shit myself. And I wasn't even being aggressive. Because he pulled me over. I was 17. I was driving. I had my license, but because I was 17, it was 3 in the morning. Technically, I was allowed to drive.
Yeah.
Well, he came up with some nonsense that I took a wide left, or a wide right, excuse me. But he saw La Quatara. And my brother had been put away in prison for selling drugs. So
right off the bat, he thought you were the same La Quatara.
Well,
No, that happens all the fucking time. Especially when they look in the system and they see the last name, and the first one that pops up is the most violent motherfucker that they got. They're over here being all like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
So he pulls me over and he asks me, he says, there's a pretty wide turn back there. You know, I gave him my license and everything. You know, got the license registration first, right?
Yeah.
And then I handed that to him. You know, he's looking at, there's a pretty wide turn back there. How much you have to drink tonight? And I'm like, officer, I didn't have anything to drink. And he's looking at me, he's like, oh, all right, so how much drugs did you do?
I'm sorry, dude. What the fuck? How do
Do
you
you have
jump
any idea
from
what was
that?
going on at that moment?
Well, listen, wait, no. So I was like, officer, I hadn't done any drugs tonight, and I was 100% sober. And so he looks at me, and he's just like, well, you know, how you related to Bill La Quatara? And I was like, well, my father, my grandfather, and my older brother. And he's like, well, probably your older brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's my older brother, and he's just like, oh, all right. You know, and we start going through the motions, asking me this, asking me that. So 5 state trooper cars later, they tore apart my pop's truck.
5 state troopers?
Cars, yes.
What the fuck?
Tore
And
apart.
they like to say white people don't go through their shit. It's like, what the fuck?
You know, and he sat there because he must not have asked me for my license at that point, because I don't know what else I would have reached in my back pocket for. Because he had me outside of the truck. When he put his hand to his gun, we were standing probably like 2-3 feet apart from each other, and we're talking, and it's semi-casual, you know what I mean? He already went through those questions, like I want to drink, like how many drugs did you take, you know? But you know, he's still just kind of grilling me, just asking me about my family, my brother, and what are you up to? You're not following your brother's footsteps or whatever. And I don't know. He must not have asked for my license through the window. I must be getting that wrong, because he asked me for something, which would have been my wallet, because that's what I reached for.
Yeah.
He asked me for my wallet, and I'm tense, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting the business right now. And so he must have asked me for my ID right then and there, because God bless you, very quickly, I thought you were sneezing again. I very quickly reached back for my wallet.
And he reacted to it. Yeah. That happened to me one time. That's why, like, okay, every time after that time happened, I keep my hand on the steering wheel. I'll be like, officer, I'm gonna get you the license and registration out of this box. Don't fucking I was straight to tell him, don't fucking shoot me. I'm really.
It's not funny, but it is. You know?
It is funny, but at the same time, that's the type of shit we live in. These motherfuckers will start shooting at me, light me up with their full clip, and I'm just like over here reaching for a fucking license that they asked me for.
I'd see it's tough, man. It's tough because for me, and that's something. And I don't get me wrong. Since that one occasion, I've been more wary to go slower as I reach for anything, but I have never felt that tension, that sitting there being pulled over for speeding, that something might go down. You know what I mean? Like they'll come up, license registration. Usually I'll have it ready for them. You know what I mean? I'll already have it in my hand. You know, so I have never felt that tension. But I was told since I was young, just do what they tell you. Just literally do what they tell you.
That's what I was always told too. Just do what they fucking tell you.
Comply,
Because wow, I just got your fucking text right now. I just pulled in.
You literally just
Dude,
got it.
what the fuck is with the internet here in Waterloo? Shit don't work for nothing.
We are a very backwater town, if you will.
Dude, my wife was already talking about she wants to move out here. And I was like, are you serious?
It's not horrible. Wait, where are you guys coming from?
Dude, we're living in Idaho right now.
Any state other than New York? Yeah, they'll come back, dude. Except for California.
Because after I left here, I went to Texas. And then after Texas, I went back to California. And then after living there for years, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Left. Went to fucking Idaho. And I was like, you know what? This is fucking weird. Because, like, seriously, the town I moved into was literally the birthplace of the Aryan fucking nation.
Oh.
Did not know that shit when I moved there. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're telling me this shit now?
Oh my god.
So I get there, and I guess these fucking dudes were so big in this area. They had a fucking compound with like motherfuckers that have like fucking ARs in the front of the building and shit. Like, it was bad news. And they got kicked out of the state. And ever since then, everything's been cool. But you still get some motherfuckers that will be like looking at me with a dirty ass look. They don't say shit, but they'll look at me like I'm fucking garbage.
Man, that's disgusting.
Yeah, like I noticed that out here, the worst thing I've ever experienced. Oh, are you related to Keisha?
It's just ignorance. You know, just dumb ignorance.
Like I said, dude, that Chris Rock joke. He's like, did you know Wayne Wilson?
Yeah, seriously, dude. You know how many times I heard that shit when I was going to middle school with you guys over there? You related to Keisha? I'm like, no, I'm not fucking related to Keisha. What the fuck?
I don't.
Did you even know who he was at the time?
I don't even.
Yeah,
I don't even know
me and Keisha were friends, but at the same time, I'm like, we're not related just because we're both fucking black. Like, what the fuck?
You all look so alike. It's just really stupid.
We look nothing alike.
Look,
I'm just gonna say that right now. We look
man.
nothing alike.
Look, man. You know what? I don't think black people all look similar to each other. But let's be honest, Chinese people do.
No,
Okay?
they do.
Chinese
They do.
Dude, just.
I don't see it though.
Ah! Okay.
I'm not lying. I can understand how people can,
I'm
but
gonna pull up 100 different Asians. Okay.
I will know every
Do
single one
that
of them.
after you fucking send your shit to your boss,
Yeah.
because then you don't want that mixed up in your shit.
Although every now and then.
He's like, why did you send me a bunch of images of Chinese people? Like,
Obviously.
I say do that
It
anyways.
comes from China. That's why.
dog, just you saying that reminds me of a meme I saved on my phone. China.
China.
Oh,
China.
Trump.
Yeah, Trump going China.
Treasure awaits.
I mean, it did come from China. Just.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I used to send my boss, so I have reports that I send him daily, and it's the daily log. Is I'd send him an email saying, here's the daily log, and every now and then I would find a new picture of a log on the internet and just send that in the email. Here's the daily log.
Does he ever respond?
Oh yeah. Bruno always laughed.
Well,
What was I gonna send him? Probably something.
Oh, she's in a maid outfit.
Dog. Ooh.
Oh.
Look at this shit, dude. Dude, I laugh at this shit all the time. Look at this shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's just funny.
hey,
Let me see if I can find that fucking shit I just saw with the China shit. Dog, that's all I do on Facebook is just shit posts.
Dude, same here.
I'll see some of your posts and then you see it, I'll answer it back with a meme. Like,
Yeah, this is Callus right here.
white liberal chicks. Not like that. Shh. Yes, you are. just aren't aware. You need me to white-splain. That is the first time I heard that, white-splain.
Never heard white splain, but it's the same thing as bad splain, but just for white people.
You need to be your same. You cannot get by with that.
You guys, for real though, it's.
It is a thing, dude. It's so ridiculous.
It is a thing.
Dude, I can't remember if it was
Oh my
Kellis,
God.
but someone like posted something ridiculous. It was like the 6 circles of whiteness, you know, like the 6 circles of hell, and it was just like so weird. And I'm like, there's no way you're that dumb to believe this.
Oh my god.
It's basically like it's like if you hold the door open for a black man, you're racist because you think they can't help themselves. And it was just like,
where the fuck are you getting these memes? Because I've never seen these goddamn memes.
it was like an actual person that like believed it, and it was like one that was so weird. It was like black people need their space, and I was like, that's segregation.
Well, you
like,
do-
you realize you're going backwards.
I mean, you do know that right now college campuses have, certain college campuses throughout the country have created black-only dorms.
Which is
Wow, that's crazy.
creepy
No, I
as
can
hell.
understand that because, you know what I mean? Sometimes when people are in college and they're facing racism on like a stupid level, oh, we don't want you using our showers.
In college.
Dude, it happens sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm not saying it's all the
No,
time.
but alright, now change this. If someone can say, I think black people should be put in their own dorms, now...
That's
you-
segregation.
Now you have to turn it around to say, I think white people should be in their own dorms because they might need to be safe from black people.
That's segregation.
That's
yeah.
It's just all you can't. If you can't rephrase it and put white in there, then I don't want to hear it. I don't.
If you can't put white in there,
Oh my God! That's not what I meant by that. I meant like if you can't turn it around and if you can't put any race in there without there being some sort of implication. It's kind of like it's okay to say that white people are bad, So I want someone who gives that statement. Well, all white people just think highly of themselves, and because of that, they're ruining this country. If you can't turn that around and put the word black in there instead of white, I want someone to say that. I want someone to say. That's amazing.
That was great.
China.
I like this one. This is not even close
I just
to
wanted
what's
to
funny.
tell you that I'm starting to feel good. The doctor said they never seen a body kill the What the fuck? Because I remember that shit. He's over here like trying to convince people, oh, they're letting me out early because my body is so strong. Fighting off corona. It's like, what the fuck?
Well,
Are you
listen,
serious?
you
You're the fucking president. Of course you're gonna be healthy afterwards.
I love that meme
Listen,
to
you
where
gotta
it's
finish
like.
it though. He says they tested my DNA and it wasn't DNA. It was USA.
USA. It was USA.
That's my favorite part of that. It wasn't DNA. It was USA.
Dog. Trump's hilarious.
I,
He makes me laugh hard, especially when people talk shit about him, and he goes on Twitter and he's like,
you know, it is funny, man, because I did really wish that he would stop tweeting as much.
well, they had to ban him to stop tweeting. They had to ban his ass to do it.
Yeah. Maybe this isn't an avenue. Not that this isn't technically. Like I would love to have an actual conversation with you, but until we can have an actual conversation, like I'm totally a Trump supporter, like 1,000%. Like.
I'm not saying.
No,
I'm not saying that at all.
but I know, but before.
I don't vote, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there we go. All right, hey, fair enough. But I just want you to look at the meme I made with this one because this was my favorite.
Okay, let's go.
So there I was, the only Japanese guy in Jerusalem. Lol, send it.
Well, because they were. I was reading so many posts about people saying that white people have taken Jesus and made them look like himself or like themselves because it's evil imperialism. And I literally, after I read like 3 of those in one day, I looked up every different culture's Jesus.
Yeah.
Because that's just what people do. Like,
They make them the same as them. Yeah.
It's not that tough. It's not like some like white only like we're intrinsically like imperialists, so we whitewash everything. It's just like that's what people do. Japanese Jesus was a thing.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
was a thing, and then the Japanese got pissed off that they're over here worshipping a Japanese Jesus instead of Buddha, and killed all those motherfuckers. Like,
They
that's
might have done
exactly
that.
what they did. They killed all of the motherfuckers. Maybe cool, but you'll never be hanging on with 2 fingers off a cliff while banging your bitch. Cool. So, I don't even care when it comes to memes. I'll be laughing my fucking ass off in a lot of these fucking memes. I'll be just cracking
I'm just
up.
going through my memes at this point, just the ones I've saved.
Jeez, extra sharp.
I don't see any
Dog, I have so many memes saved on my shit because I just like laugh at all the dumb shit.
Oh my god!
I
Here,
do the
this
same
is
thing. I got,
also
like,
Callus right
Arsenal
here.
memes.
Bernie Williams. Feel the burn. His head's all sunken in. Feel the burn.
Oh my god! Oh my! Here we go.
What are you really?
Oh my god!
Dude, I love this Bernie Sanders one. Look at this shit.
That's not Bernie Sanders, by the way. That's Joe Biden. Joe
Joe Biden, sorry,
Yeah.
brought up Bernie Sanders. They're
Yeah.
both white dudes. I get it confused.
No, that's fair. But Joe Biden who was he talking to when he said that?
You ain't
He was
black.
a rapper, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a rapper. He was in some interview with a rapper, and he was I forget who he was. He asked him. He's talking about like why should or what sets you apart, and he goes, well, listen here. If you don't know whether you're voting for me or you're voting for Trump, then you ain't black.
Well, I hate to say it, dude. Joe Biden put so many policies in place that put black people in jail.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate to say it, but he's done that. And that's why I think
Yeah.
it's funny when so many people are like, oh, vote for Joe Biden. And I'm like, both of them are pretty fucking horrible people. Joe Biden's done so much more worse shit for black people. He's the one who put most of these black people in fucking jail with this shit that he
literally
passed.
said, "I don't want my kids growing up in a
Racial jungle. Yeah, to keep segregation, but from to keep.
Can I get one of those American Spirits?
Yeah, to keep
American
black people
Spurs.
from
Bloody ass,
integrating
I forgot I
into.
even put 'em there.
Yeah.
I would have walked away without him.
To keep black people from integrating into schools, he was a big proponent against it, against the bills, and he actually, that's what he said. He said, I don't want my children growing up in a racial jungle.
No, it makes sense, dude. Like I said, but it's funny because here in Waterloo, we've been get your fucking ass out of there. We want the extended. We want your answer for this extended warranty.
all enemies defeated.
Dude, how are we supposed to get any personas if we just kill them all?
Well, we're not. That's what's going to happen.
I guess so. We're too OP.
Dude, what's funny? I've never played Persona 5, but at the same time, it always looks so fun watching it. Because I think it's just because I like turn-based RPGs. I always like that kind of shit. That's why I always played the shit out of Final Fantasy X.
Oh, that's my shit.
Dude, that's my shit.
No, that's my shit.
That's my shit,
dude, I'm
Alex.
telling you, that's my
That's my shit.
Like, do you want to see my
Do
profile?
you want to know what my favorite scene is? That?
Yes, I know. That is also my favorite scene. Unironically, though. Like, people are like, I love it.
Fucking, that shit's so stupid, but it's hilarious.
I don't know, it's
It was very bad, like voiceovers, right? Dubbing.
The
Wasn't
English
Japanese way better?
voiceovers are fucking terrible.
They're not.
Titus's lines are fucking terrible.
Excuse me? Titus.
Titus?
Don't you fucking talk, okay?
No,
His name
it's
is
Titus. His name is fucking
I don't give a
Titus.
shit what Kingdom Hearts says, okay?
Titus sounds way better. Vegeta's is just stupid.
Okay, listen, his lines weren't all, not all of them were horrible. Just a lot of them.
Oh, if you see a girl in the fifth row.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, alright. Listen,
That was a terrible
I
line!
know, okay, listen, plenty of them were, okay? But, whatever.
Fucking love that game though. I don't care about
Yeah.
how bad the lines are. It's so good.
Yeah,
I fucking love that game.
As I say, I'll show you, like I said, I'll show you my profile. Dude, it's unbelievable. Did you know about the exploit with Tonberries or no? Or not that, did you not nerd that hard?
No, I don't think so.
Listen, so you can, alright, so there's Tonberries in the monster arena. And based on how many enemies you've killed total throughout the game, the Tonberry will do an attack that will do damage to you based on that number, right?
Oh,
So
shit.
you set your overdrive to the one that gets stoic. So you get hurt, you get overdrive, right?
Yeah.
And you set your two partners to comrade. So
Yeah.
when that one character gets hurt, they get overdrive. Now you
Exactly.
put a weapon on that has triple AP, triple overdrive, and there's one more. I forget.
AP, triple overdrive. Fuck, I don't know the other one. I
But
know what you're talking about though.
so when you AP to overdrive, or overdrive to AP. So you get triple overdrive, you get triple AP, and overdrive is turned to AP. So when you get attacked by this monster number, because it's based on how many enemies you've killed,
Yeah.
all of the overdrive that you would get from triple overdrive is now turned into AP, which is turned into triple AP, which AP is experience.
Yep.
So, and then your comrades, because your two allies in the party are also have comrades set and also have those items. So you literally from one fight get 99 sphere levels.
That's awesome. I wish I would have known that because I would have been. I straight up would be grinding.
Oh
for
yeah.
fucking hours about that, and I would be using game facts, all that fucking bullshit, and they wouldn't say any of that.
I gotta show you, dude. I'll show you my dude. It's on. It's because I got the PS4 version of it, and my.
Dude, Final Fantasy X is fucking awesome. I fucking love that game. I fucking love that game. Businesswoman from the city hates Christmas and Hallmark. I can Dude, that's how I am with all memes. I don't even care if they're racist. If they're fucking funny, they're fucking funny. Like, that's just how it goes.
I agree.
I think that's why out of all the places I moved, I fucking loved living here. Because everyone would just be laughing at fucking everything. And it wasn't racist at all. It was
Right.
like, I hate to say it, most of the times that when I experienced racism out here, it was from like people who were older than us.
Right. I mean, and at some point.
I never experienced it ever when I was living fucking here, except for the dumb shit like, oh, are you related to Kishaw?
It's stupid. Like, not even racism. It's just
Just like dumb shit.
Yeah.
dumb. Just really dumb. People
Yeah.
just not using their heads.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched a video. This guy was interviewing people on the street of New York City, and he was going around to a bunch of white people because he was asking. He said, because they're saying voter ID laws are suppressing the black vote. So he went around to a bunch of white people, and he all asked him. He said, "Hey, do you think voter ID laws are suppressing the black vote?" And they're like, "Well, I mean, it is racist because, you know, they don't always have the forms of ID that, you know, these ID laws require.
Oh my
you know, they don't always
God.
have driver's licenses."
They don't know. They can't use the internet.
Well, no, that's what they said. That's what the guy asked. He said, "Well, you know, you get a license. You can get your license through the DMV on the internet." And it's just like, well, you know, most black people don't really know how to use the internet, and they don't know how to get to the DMV. So then after that, listen, he goes around to about a dozen black people, guys, girls in New York City, and he asks them. He says, you know, he's like, you know where the DMV is, right? And he's like, yeah, you know, first guys between 3rd and 105th Street, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like you can get there at any time if you need to, right? Yeah, who can't? And he asks every single one of them first. He says, do you have ID on you? And they're like, two of the younger ones are like, yeah, this, you know we need ID everywhere we go. You know, and the one woman's just like, that's all I brought with me. You know, and all of them are just like, you know, well, what are these questions? And he goes off and he tells him, he's just like, well, a bunch of white people that I interviewed earlier in the day believe you guys don't know how to use the internet or how to get to the DMV. And most of them were just like, that's fucking ignorant.
Yeah,
like,
that's so
who,
stupid.
Who
the fuck doesn't know how to use the internet? Unless you're over the age of fucking 50. How the fuck do you not... I have to help my grandma all the time how to use Skype. Okay? Yeah. Skype. I had to walk her through how to make a fucking account to Skype. And then have her... How do I make a call, Julian? I was like, are you fucking serious?
It's like, you see this button here?
It's literally older people that don't understand that shit. So either these white people are running into old black people.
Well, one of the black girls, she says like, who do these people know? Like, who are they talking to? And a lot of them, because the guy asked, he's like, do you think these ideas that these people have, do you think they're racist? And a lot of them were like, I don't know if it's necessarily racism, but it's just ignorance. I mean, like, it's not coming from some racist. They all agree. They don't really think it's coming from some racist part of these white people. It's just ignorance. It's like they don't. It's almost like they're afraid to not say something like that because nowadays the white liberals believe that they either are allies or they're going to be considered racists, and it's just so rough that people can't even think for themselves anymore.
No, it's kind of ridiculous, dog. And that's why I think it's crazy. Like, I noticed ever since I moved from here, people are fucking dumb. Like, seriously, when I moved to Texas after I moved from here, you want to know how many people thought New York was New York City?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
literally all the fucking time. They're like, Waterloo? I never heard of Waterloo. Just New York City. I'm like, you realize New York City is a fucking island off the coast of New York State,
I haven't heard it in a long time, but I remember, like, back in, like, 2006, you'd be, like, talking to people on, like, Call of Duty or something like that.
I was just about to say, I experienced that all the time.
And I'd be like, New York, and they're like, did you see the Twin Towers fall?
Oh, my God.
People are fucking stupid, dude. That's one thing I learned when I moved to Texas. People are fucking stupid. Don't do that. Abraham Lincoln. I saw one like that, and it said, he's like, I want to fucking shoot myself, and it was like the day before he died.
Oh my God!
And it was like, I want to fucking kill myself today, and it was like this guy that John Wilkes Booth who shot him. He was like, I hear you, bro.
I don't know why I did that, but...
Is that Kashaw?
That's Kashaw.
Really love to pee-pee.
Cash over easy. Really love to pee-pee. Well, you know what it was? Is because he was going to start, which he does stream. He streams on Twitch. But he was gonna, I think he named his channel Cash Over Everything. And I was like, dude, Cash, name your channel Cash Over Easy. I was like, dude, that's
Cash Over Easy, like it's an egg.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, that's just silly. Like, that, Cash
Dog,
Over Everything.
I need to see Kashaw before I fucking, Kashaw before I fucking leave, dude. Because that shit is so fucking funny, dude. Me and him will be cracking up at the dumbest shit all the time. When we were in school.
I love Kashaw. Him and I, we were working together for a while. Kashaw and I were like super close for a long time, leading up to some drama with his baby mama. You know Kayla Miller? You remember her by any chance?
I remember a chick named Kayla.
She was 2 grades below us. Steve, do you remember her? No, Kayla Miller, Kashaw's baby mama. Well, now he has a baby with Tiff, the girl he's actually with.
Oh, I was thinking of Tiff.
No, but not Tiff Hurons, but his first baby mama, Kayla.
I was just telling fucking homeboy, fucking Steve, about the only way you could fucking get more views on this shit is if you just had some bitches sitting in the back of a fucking hot tub.
Oh my God, we're not Twitch streaming here, hot tub streaming. Jeez almighty.
Well, we had Tiff sitting in the background. I was talking about that. We got a couple views.
Well, that's just good marketing right there.
That's just like you're trying to make him come into your channel. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, right. Come on, stick around.
Oh my
Just
god.
subscribe.
But yeah, I think more than likely we're gonna be moving back up here because my wife really likes it up here. Because where we live in Idaho, it's the same exact thing over there where we live now.
Yeah.
Except the only difference is Idaho's becoming more expensive to buy a home.
Really?
Dude.
That's weird.
Because all these fucking dudes are from coming from California,
Yeah.
and they
that's
buy
right.
the fucking houses, and they're over here trying to sell it for $500,000 for a fucking trailer.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
That's
Something else.
things are going downhill, man. This country's falling apart, and it breaks my heart.
No, it seriously is.
You know.
Dude, I've been finding more houses affordable here than I could see over where I live. So me and my wife have been talking about it. We're gonna probably more than likely move out here because she likes the whole fact that literally my whole entire family is out here.
Right.
And she likes the fact that they always see each other all the time, and she likes the fact that fucking houses aren't super expensive out here. Like, we saw a nice house for like 70 grand.
My house is 92. You know.
That's what I'm saying. It's more affordable. Even if you got a mortgage, it's more affordable than some of these houses that are like fucking $700,000, $500,000. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
Right. Well, we what's it called? Tiff and I are probably gonna move south. So I did my house in a first-time homebuyer program. So for the first 5 years, I can't sell my house without a penalty, and that'll be up in 3.5. So when 3.5 years are up, we're leaving. I'm so sick of New York. I hate New York. So
Where are you gonna move to?
we're not sure yet, honestly. Probably just someplace.
Cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think she really wants to. But I like the idea of South Dakota because there's nothing there at all, and it's the last, most free state in this union.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Do what you gotta do, dog. I support you.
It's just tough, because
It's just, dude, this shit's getting crazy now, though. I fucking hate the fact that everything's getting so expensive just to live. Because you have to think, when our parents were our age, oh, let's go buy a house. Let's get all this shit going. Now our age, we're like, dar, I'm just trying to pay my fucking rent. It's such bullshit, dude.
I saw a meme that was like that, to where it was like my parents when they were 30 and it was like, let's buy this house. I don't know. We need a bigger garage. And then it's like a guy in 30 modern days who's like buying Wendy's and he's like, I'll never find angel and recover from this.
Fucking love that fucking shit, dude. Oh my god. That just reminds me of another meme I have. Where the fucking, they were making fun of that dude from the tiger shit. Who's making fun
Carol
of?
Baskins.
Fucking Carol Baskins.
Show me your true form.
And that's literally after his boyfriend killed himself.
Oh my god! He's almighty.
People were all like, would you smell your mustache? Like, people are dicks.
Carol Baskins.
I don't see a weakness.
Killed him? Husband? Whack.
Carol? Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Steve. I think she did it.
I think she did it too. When an enemy is in a dire situation, it may try to bargain for its life. Only you can negotiate it, possibly gain a persona. Lightning or power.
So both of you dudes be working in construction now?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. I jerk off midgets.
Hey, whatever, at least you get the money, right? I've been
Wait.
doing like fucking retail and customer service for like fucking 8 years at this point.
They're supposed to pay me if I drink more?
Oh, you've been getting robbed.
Oh my god, is this my wife texting me? It probably is. It's like 3 texts.
You tell her we're hanging out with Carol Baskins.
She goes, there was a fucking bat in the house. A huge fucking bat. She's not used to this shit happening. There was a big ass bat in the house. What the fuck?
I killed a bat once. With a tennis racket.
Oh, Justin
like-
FaceTimed us and there was a bat flying in the background. See, there's a bat, I don't know what to do. Did you get it with a baseball bat or something?
I don't know. I definitely killed a bat with a fucking tennis racket one time, though.
Dude, I killed a bat with a fucking broom one time. I kept smacking it when it was on the floor until it died. I was like, why isn't it dying? I was like, what the fuck?
I was standing in his bat in this big old room down at Tyler Reed's house. Back when he lived on 5 and 20. His mother comes into the other room and she's like, Tyler and Alec, you know, calling us in there. Bat is literally circling around the room, just going nuts. But it's this exact perfect circular path, right?
Yeah.
So I had the tennis racket and I literally was just swinging as hard as I could, trying to line up hitting it. Probably about 4, 5, 6 passes by, I finally nailed him as hard as whoo, just slid across the floor. I was like,
Problem solved.
Problem solved. He's dead. Let's throw him outside.
first try.
Let's do things a bit more style, and I know just what'll.
God, nailed it. Carol, oh, Baskins.
Damn, all this time you finally made some more progress. There you go.
Seems like it fits properly.
Oh, this time.
You strap onto me. Strap on.
That's just a little something.
Oh
I've
my
been
God, I
working on
said
this
strap on. Okay, so we're standing in line at Darien Lake Saturday,
Grappling hook.
and
That's
my
what we're
oldest,
talking about when you test
he's got his
it.
bag. He's got
Go
his.
ahead. Give it a
My
try.
mother Tiff brought his mother Tiff brought backpacks with stuff inside of them, like our clothes, towels, shit like that. And so he's got the one backpack, but he had the one strap over his chest.
Uh-huh.
And I told him, I said, Carter, you can't have the strap on like that. And, you know, I said it pretty loud, and I realized what I said. So I was just like, Carter, if you want a strap on like that, you gotta get a bigger strap on. One of the backpacks with the big strap-ons, because the way that backpack needs 2 strap-ons. And I'm just fucking, I'm saying it so loud.
Oh my God.
Everybody in line that was like, we're going 20 foot in both directions is just fucking looking at me. And I was like, Carter. I went for like a minute and a half straight too, just talking about strap-ons. And he's just, you know, nodding his head too. Because I told him, I was just like, there's specific there's specific backpacks with those type of strap-ons. And if you want to put a strap-on, you gotta get a bigger strap-on.
You gotta get a bigger one, dog. Everyone's probably watching like, what the fuck?
But I was very clearly saying backpack. You know.
Backpack strap on,
And
yeah.
he's 10. He didn't know what the fuck I was talking about at all. It's just like kind of, and you know, Tiff didn't dare fucking say anything because if she made it apparent something funny was being said, you know, then he'd have questions.
Were other people laughing, or were they just like...
Like some were laughing, other people were like fucking shaking their head, trying not to look, but they were.
It's funny because my brother wanted to go to Darien Lake because isn't that like a Six Flags now?
I think it used to be, but it's not anymore.
It's not anymore. Okay.
I remember when I was young, when it was Six Flags, they had the Batman ride. They had it wasn't the Ride of Steel; it was the Superman.
Okay.
So, but now it's the Ride of Steel because they lost the rights with Six Flags. So
Okay, that makes sense because when we were gonna go, he was like, "Oh, it's a Six Flags," and I'm like, "I don't think it's a fucking Six Flags." Like, I think
it
it's
used to be, yeah. But
Yeah.
Not since I was like 13.
yeah. So that's like a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, that's 16 years ago. I
Shit,
hate thinking of that.
that's crazy.
It's time.
That's crazy. You're crazy. We should be friends.
I'm
What? That's crazy. You're crazy.
Have you still sent the shit to your boss yet?
I haven't said anything to him. What do you want from me? What's in the box? That's either the single greatest moment of acting ever or the worst. I can't tell.
Hold on.
So bad. It was funny.
My wife said, I'm good. So my cousin Corey got home. He says, I'm good, just hanging out with the girls. Corey got the bat. Corey, he put the bat in a bag while it was being held down in a broom, and he fucking yeeted that motherfucker outside. So he's in a plastic bag sitting out there probably suffocating. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Kill the damn thing. Listen, you know what? I'm not against hunting and the killing of animals for food, but I also don't relish in the anguish of animals either. Like, I'm not pro-torture.
This is a nice spot.
I should write something.
I haven't checked chat in like an hour.
Now I know whenever I was messaging you why it took so long, because your ass is over here like, oh!
Yeah, well, something's going on, I'm sure.
Your Oni son?
Oh,
You're
wow.
like submissive and breedable. You're cutie.
Oh my god. That was this minute. Let me see. Preferably both was a minute ago, so if they're still here, I'll show you my feet. They're fucking ugly. Just stick around. Give us a sub and a like. Tell your friends. Steve, take your shoes off.
He's doing it too?
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Don't make me. Steve, take your shoes off.
You ever seen Death Note?
Oh yeah, I've read. Well, actually, I read it all, but.
Alright, Al, thanks for watching.
What, you're all done?
Yeah.
Oh, we're done.
Yeah.
Whatever. My name is Ashley. I guess.